What's going on, Dividend Chasers? It's the Dividend Bloodhound here with another investing episode. In this episode we are going to talk about Freetrade and its brand new 250 stocks that they added just less than a week ago now. I've had a good chance to have a little look around at these stocks. I'm really pleased at some of the additions that we have seen, such as Waste Management, Sonos, Texas Instruments, Broadcom, just to name a few. I've picked out some of my favourites that we're actually going to look at in my portfolio watch list in a little bit, but there is 250 to look at, including a couple of Dividend Kings which are on my watch list as well, which are really worth looking into. And I'm really pleased that they've actually managed to get so many onto the app so quickly, and they've got plans for more in the future as well, including Reality Income, which I've mentioned before, the monthly paying dividend stock which everybody has heard of and everybody loves. So I'll definitely be looking forward to that one coming soon. That being said, I'm really looking forward to showing you what we've got and what I'm looking at personally at the moment. This video brings you some value, guys. Please hit the like button in the corner there. Get the video out to more people and hopefully help more people out. If you're brand new here, never seen me before, I'm the Dividend Bloodhound, and it'd be great if you could hit that subscribe button and even tick that notification bell to get notified when I release brand new content. That being said, let's get into the app and let's have a look at some of these new stocks. Catch you in there. What's going on, guys? Welcome into my investment ISA. We're just going to scroll straight down to my watch list really. A portfolio update is coming in a future video. So yeah, as I've already mentioned, 250 brand new stocks not seen before on Freetrade. Really looking forward to getting into these and conducting a little bit of analysis, but some are absolutely like no-brainers as it is. So we're in my watch list here. Some of the stuff on here has been here for a little while, but at the bottom of this are the ones I've selected personally that are my favourites from the additions so far. So we have Waste Management, Broadcom, Texas Instruments, Union Pacific, Marriott Hotels, Virgin Galactic, Costco, Altria and Black & Decker. I'm just going to do a quick rundown of these guys just to show you a little bit about them. Not too much analysis, just a quick rundown. So Waste Management, pretty beaten up right now, but everyone's going to need their rubbish collecting right. You know, the future. They've been growing the dividend for 16 consecutive years now, so doing really well. And on offer at the moment is a little bit of a bargain price, to be fair, in my opinion. Dropped down to 89, currently 106, but was well up at 125. So another one that's got longevity to it. Next up we have Broadcom Semiconductors, quite an expensive stock to get your hands on in the first place. They make semiconductors for tech firms offering storage and wireless solutions that you've seen there. They almost completed a V-shaped recovery, not quite though, down from 324 all the way down to 190, which would have been, or 180 something, which would have been a great time to buy in. Now they're sat at 287, but a very successful company. And this company has been also got a 4% yield on it. Waste Management's got 2% yield on it. They've also been growing their dividend for a considerable period of time, 10 years or more. Texas Instruments, very similar to Broadcom, to be fair, just been around a lot longer and is a dividend king, I believe. Still sort of recovering from this crisis. Started at 132, down at 119 at the moment. Huge chip manufacturer in terms of graphics and electronics and AI, which we already know with semiconductors. Yeah, a really great company to go in, and also a decent yield of 3.5% as well, and has been paying this for a lot longer than any other chip manufacturer out there. Next up is Union Pacific, currently sitting at 169 a share. This is a company that basically railroaded America. They've got thousands upon thousands of trains and trucks to move goods from A to B. They are down a touch at the moment, almost again completing the same sort of recovery, 184 down to 115, and now sitting back at 169. A 2% yield on these guys has been growing for single digits, I believe, so definitely something to look at in terms of longevity. Next is Marriott Hotels. We know how battered this industry is going to be at the moment and hasn't quite recovered. $150 down to 88 at the moment. Did have a decent yield, but cut because of the health crisis. Huge operator of hotels, as you can see. We are eventually going to want to get back to hotels, so could be a good call in the long term. Could be a good call in the long term to watch that recovery, but it will take time, definitely. Virgin Galactic, another favourite of mine. I actually have this in my trading 212 portfolio. It got a bit pumped and dumped, to be fair, like went all the way up to $33, $34 a share based on not a lot. And then it came back down and has settled around the $20, $17 area. A lot of potential in this. Was owned by Richard Branson, but he's sold a big stake in it because to try and keep Virgin Atlantic afloat, because that's been battered by the crisis at the moment. There is potential in space tourism though, and for it to make a lot of money. So holding on to this one in the long term could give you quite a good appreciation return. No dividends to be had, but could give quite a good return, especially if you start seeing it creeping back up towards the $40 a share or more as this starts to get more and more profitable as they get better at it. It's still in its infancy at the moment. Costco is a huge warehouse-based supermarket. Has been around for a very long time, not really affected by the crisis so much, just sort of continued on a slight drop. Great dividend grower, great growth stock, really goes toe to toe with Walmart and Target quite a lot. All three of them are like the big three in their little industry, and Costco is very successful at growing its dividend and growing its share price over time, as you can see here. And then last but not least, we have two dividend kings. So Altria, for the smokers out there, been growing its dividends for 50 years, so well into the king club. Has been beaten up by this crisis, was sitting pretty at $50 a share around the start of the year, and then has come down all the way down to 32 at one stage and has crept back up a little bit since then. Big yield on this one, which does suggest a little bit of risk available. They are up at like double-digit yield. They have been paying it for so long. A lot of people and a lot of investors are still backing them. I'm a little bit wary. I haven't added to my position on trading 212, so I'm just watching from the sidelines at the moment. But it's a great company with a very good pedigree of history. However, how long is smoking going to be around for? Because people, that is an industry that is also in decline, but they are moving to other industries, and I believe that Altria actually owns vaping industries, which is massively on the up, and they also do their own wine as well. So who knew that? They have got some diversification. Then Black & Decker here at the bottom. Well, we all know what Black & Decker is. We've probably got a tool of theirs in our home. They've been paying a dividend for 50 years plus consistently, looking at about 2 to 3%. Dropped because of the crisis and hasn't quite recovered. Hasn't quite recovered yet, but is due to in the long term, I think, as people get back to work. Very strong company, been paying for a very long time. Excuse my voice at the moment. I'm just about to wrap this video up here, I think. It's been absolutely great to see these companies being added. Looking forward to more in the future. In fact, if we go onto the Discover app, you can see even more of the new stocks that have been added here. I'll just quickly scroll down for you. So you got Abbott Labs at the top there. A lot of companies I haven't really heard of, if I'm truly honest, but then they're punctuated by ones that you have, like Altria, American Water, Best Buy, Black & Decker, Broadcom, Capital One, Chipotle, Yeah, there has been so many. This isn't an exclusive list. There are more out there. You got CSX there, the Freight Train, CVS Health, Dell, DocuSign, Dow. So many really great companies as well. Fox News, General Mills, General Dynamics, all American, but absolutely great companies to diversify what Freetrade is actually offering. And that pretty much wraps us up for today. I'll see you back in the real world. Hi guys, welcome back to the real world. Sorry about my little coughing fit there. No idea why that happened. My mouth just went really dry all of a sudden. A little bit embarrassing, but hey, I'm going to leave it in. I'm not one of these uber editors that everything has to be absolutely perfect. I think it shows that I'm a little bit human, so it's staying. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I really appreciate the support, really appreciate the watch time. Hopefully it's brought you some value and you can get into having a look at the 250 stocks, new stocks for yourself, all American at the moment, of course, but really good to add to that sort of side of the American side of free trade. Really good variety to be had there, and especially with a few dividend kings being added as well, that's really good for us long-term investors. Hopefully you've got some ammunition to go and have a look at your own what you're going to add to your own portfolio, which should be hopefully really useful for you. If this video has brought you some value, please hit that like button in the corner there, and if you're brand new here, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you want to get notified when I go live and release brand new content. That being said, I think I'm going to wrap it up there, cough and all, and I will see you in my very next videos. Great to see you again. Goodbye.